Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha. I am the Gem Priestess. I'm a crystal healer, crystal lover, crystal connoisseur, whatever you want to say. I love crystals and I work with crystals each and every single day of my life. Being a crystal healer, I am all about helping everybody and anybody who wants it. I offer a wide variety of crystal healing services, full body, full like energetic body. I offer self-love, self-empowerment, just working with yourself, having you guys, feel good about yourselves and what you guys can do. I also offer tarot and oracle card readings. I actually even created my own workbook with some, dedicated after some stellar crystals that I think that we all could embody their energy a little bit more. So if you are interested in any of that, you've never heard of it but want to know a little bit more about it, down in the description box will be a link to my website. You guys can go ahead and check everything out over there. I talk about what a crystal healing is, what you can get out of it, go into super depth about my crystal healing services, each one, how they differ from each other, talk about the workbook in and of itself, my tarot readings, all of that is, you guys can even hear from like my past clients and stuff too. There's so much and more over there, so you guys can totally go ahead and check that out. But for today's video, I'm actually super excited. I finally went out, and well, not went out because we're still in quarantine here, but I went online and I bought crystals. It had been so long since I've bought crystals that I was like, it was itching at me. I was so used to, back when the world was normal, probably like once a month at least, going to a crystal shop and just feeling the vibes of all the crystals in the shop and picking out a couple, even if it was just one or two, or sometimes a bigger trip where I was getting as many as I can. I was itching for it, and so today it is all about that haul that I did. I went out and I want to say there's 7 crystals we're going to talk about today, but I was just so excited that I wanted to share that with you guys so that you guys can see. I do always have new crystals coming in, and I'm always adding them to my crystal healing services. I always use crystals just kind of as I'm feeling the energy of whoever I'm working with, or just kind of what they need. Kind of, before the crystal healing call, I'll go ahead and I'll pick out what, I'm going to use, just kind of my basics. And then, as I'm feeling the energy during the healing, as I scan your aura and your chakras, if I find that you guys need a little more love, I will grab, another crystal that, can help with that chakra, can help with kind of what we're working with. So I always love to be able to add more for you guys too, but that is what today's video is all about. Just these new crystals that I got, just kind of what they mean, how they can be used in a crystal healing, so that you guys know what I'm doing. But yeah, that is enough of that. Let's definitely get into these crystals because I am so excited. I could probably talk all day long about it. Alright, so first things first, I want to start with what I think is probably one of the more powerful stones that, I did get, during this haul. Definitely it's just known just kind of as a generator crystal. It's a 2-in-1 kind of. This is a pink and blue aura quartz. So it definitely works, with just the plain pink and the plain blue. They do come kind of on their own, but this was just a stone that I thought was so pretty and was so beautiful and was just so powerful that, like, how could I not have it? How could I not use it? So it definitely works obviously with both colors, what both each crystal individually does, but at the same time. So the pink aura quartz works really well with your heart chakra, so it's going to work really well to kind of heal any wounds that have come, any wounds, any heartbreaks that have come from our relationships. It just kind of helps to heal from that emotionally. It can help to enhance feelings of love. Sometimes after a heartbreak we are feeling kind of down, but we have to remember that there's still love in the world. There's still love within us, for ourselves and for others too. So it's very important just to kind of keep that energy, that love just kind of flowing in us and through us, and just in and out and in and out and in and out. So it is definitely a really, really good stone for that, just to be able to help us heal from those wounds and from those heartaches. You know, it allows us to feel a little more tenderness and compassion, and just to make better and deeper connections with the people who are in our lives now, and, you know, even just open ourselves up to make new connections with other people too. So it's really important. It's really, really cool for that. But on the flip side, on the blue aura quartz side, it works really well with your throat chakra. So it works really great just to kind of start to build on your psychic abilities already. So, you know, if you're very new to spirituality, or you definitely want to get into it in a little more, you kind of want to feel your way around it, blue aura quartz is a really, really good way just to kind of strengthen that and strengthen that connectivity to spirituality. So it is a stone that works really, really great for that. It kind of soothes. It works, you know, kind of with pink aura quartz just to kind of soothe, again, any emotional wounds. A lot of times with our emotions, you know, we do speak them, so it does come from our heart chakra up through our throat chakra. So a lot of times when something like that happens, it can also damage our throat chakra too. So it works really well just to kind of work through that and heal that a little bit faster for you guys too. Alright, so the next stone that I got, or I should say stones, this was actually really sweet. The woman that I did order this stone from, she basically was like, I cannot decide between these two pieces of celestite for you. They're both just calling, you know, out to you. So she definitely sent me 2 pieces of celestite. So I just thought it was really sweet that they kind of just had to come together, and that they were both calling for me, especially because celestite is such a high, powerful, high vibrational stone. So I thought it was really sweet that they were calling out for me, and just kind of reinforced in me that I, you know, needed it just as much, just as well too. So I thought it was really sweet that we were just kind of calling out for each other. But celestite does work with your throat and your third eye chakras. So that's why it's such a high vibrational stone, because our higher chakras do vibrate a little bit higher in general. And so with being able to connect to, you know, kind of work with 2 of them just makes it even that much more powerful. So it does work really well. Again, just working with your psychic abilities, calling in, you know, your guardian angels and your protectors, just working with, you know, energy and stuff like that. Sometimes, you know, someone does have a little bit of negative energy to them, or sometimes negative intentions. So it is really important to, you know, protect yourselves and have, you know, the guardian angels or the universe, whatever term that you like to use, just to be able to protect you a little bit. So it does work really well for that. It works really well to get rid of any worries, any anxieties, you know, distress, all of that. It just helps to relieve all of that, so that you're just, you know, even just as you get that naturally, it does help just to kind of flush that out a little bit for you too, which is really, really great. It works well for overcoming fear and paranoia, just kind of all of those things that kind of hold us back, from our voice, that disconnect us from spirituality. So definitely just working with the basics of our throat and third eye chakras too. Alright, another stone that I got is Smoky Quartz. So this actually came from the same place that I ordered the celestite. It was really sweet. That same woman who sent me 2 pieces also said that this Smoky Quartz was calling out for me, and I was calling out for it. So she actually sent it to me, you know, for free. I didn't actually order it, but I just thought it was so sweet that, you know, she could definitely pick up on that energy, that, you know, I was kind of needing this stone. So it was really awesome. And, you know, I definitely sent her a huge thank you. I bought all of these stones, you know, from different shops on Etsy. So if that's something that, you know, you are super into looking for crystals, they have a wide variety of crystals you've never heard of, you know, not the normal ordinary crystals, and just really, really sweet people who are selling crystals. So I definitely recommend that to anyone. But Smoky Quartz, it does work with your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra. So it is a really good grounding and protection stone. If you guys have seen my video for Crystals for a Good Night's Rest, I threw Smoky Quartz in there, in that bag, and I put it in there exactly for protection, you know, from nightmares, the dream realm. It definitely protects me from that, you know, from getting lost in there, from having nightmares. But you can also use it in your day-to-day life just to ground you, protect you from negative energies that are around you, but then also working with your solar plexus chakra to just kind of empower you, and to know that even if you'd been to these bad places or bad things have happened to you, that you can definitely work through it, you can overcome that, and that you are so much more than that. So I just think that that's really, really special, and something that, you know, we all kind of need to add into our daily mix too. Alright, so another really, really great stone that I think just has a lot of really good connection to it is Mokite Jasper. Ooh, let me turn this for you guys. This stone, you know, it's red, obviously that little cream color, there's a little bit of yellow in there too. Mokite Jasper is known as the stone of the here and now. So it works really well with your solar plexus, but also your third eye chakra too at the same time, which I think is such a beautiful kind of connection, and just kind of that duality to work together. Your solar plexus chakra is kind of the chakra of the self. I always like to say it's where a lot of your self-empowerment is, your confidence, just kind of how you do things is all through your solar plexus chakra. And your third eye chakra is known just kind of as the spirituality chakra. So, you know, your psychic abilities, being able to talk to spirit guides, hear their messages, stuff like that. So I think it's really cool to be able to kind of, you know, work with this higher level of, you know, connecting to your spirituality, working through that, but also connecting it back to yourself. So it does work really well to, you know, work with your creativity, overcome any procrastination, but also to help you grow just kind of healthily. I like to think, you know, it does work really great to have you kind of step into your spirituality, especially if that's something new for you. But it helps you to do it just kind of, you know, by having that faith in yourself and what you're doing. You know, a lot of times with spirituality, since it is very, I don't want to say up in the air, but it's very much, you know, it's not super concrete, you know, it's not math, it's not 2 + 2 = 4 every time. Things do change, you know, things do depend person to person. So I think it's really important just to be able to have that strong faith in yourself, and then to work into spirituality, and just kind of have both of those working to strengthen themselves at the same time. So I think this is a really, really great stone for anyone who, again, is wanting to start, you know, kind of on their spirituality journey too. Alright, so another stone that I got, which I honestly just got this just because it was such a beautiful stone and was calling to me before I even worked with it and just kind of figured out what was up with this stone, is Tanzine aura quartz. I don't know if you guys can see, but this stone is very purple but also blue at the same time. I don't know, it definitely was just calling, you know, to me just as I was looking up different crystals and adding them all to my cart and to my favorites. But this stone does work really well with your crown chakra, so to connect you, you know, to the universe and just kind of all the greatness that the universe is. It works really great to kind of work through your emotional blockages, and it just kind of fills that, you know, open energy with unconditional love. So it does just work really well, just, you know, working through those blockages, working through the things that are holding us back and kind of holding us down, but now it removes that, lifts us up with, you know, unconditional love. And that is, for me, my philosophy on crystal healing. That is why I do what I do. I love being able to help people to work through the things that are holding them back. If it's something like sleep or like headaches, anxiety, depression, you know, they haven't had the best luck in love, and, you know, that's really what's calling for them right now, and they just can't seem to get it. Whatever it might be, that is what, why I do what I do, because I want to be able to help people. I want to help them to free them from these things that are holding them back and that are holding them down and making them feel bad. So I just, after working with the stone, I was like, that is exactly why this stone was calling to me, why I fell in love with the stone so fast, because it just carries that energy that I embody in everything that I do. So that is why I got the stone, and that is why I love working with the stone, because it just gives that extra little bit of effort and energy into my crystal healing sessions, to be able to help to work through those blockages and just to fill you up with love and all of those good feelings, because you are a being of love, a being of light. So that is Tanzine Aura Quartz for you. Okay, so this next really pretty stone that I got is Apricot Agate. This is just a really light, very light pink, maybe salmon-y color stone, if that's what you want to say. This stone works really great with your sacral chakra, so it does work really well to kind of stimulate, your physical energy. It works really well to kind of protect your home, just your environment. So you can place it, near your front door, in your bedroom, in your living room, just where there's a lot of energy going on, where you think just needs a little bit of protection. You can definitely, put the stone there, and it will totally help you guys out too. It works to boost your confidence, to kind of get your creativity going. Very much, this is textbook sacral chakra stone. Gives you that peace, that calmness. It helps you to work through just your energy, just to help you to feel a little more in, your skin, and help you to feel good while you're doing it. A lot of times we do have that disconnection between mind, body, and soul. So this is a stone that just kind of works all three together, just kind of connects it and binds it and has us feeling comfortable while we're doing it. A lot of times if we exist a lot in our mind, it is very hard for us to kind of then move and exist into our body. And a lot of times we can freak out during that, but this is a stone that just helps you to blend it all together really well and really evenly too. Alright, and last but not least is a stone that I actually had on my list forever and ever and ever, and for some reason just hadn't found the right stone. And just being online looking at stones, I was like, now is the time to have the stone. And that stone is titanium quartz. If you guys have purchased my workbook, you guys have known I dedicated a whole chapter of that workbook to titanium quartz. Titanium quartz is such a high vibrational stone. It is one of those rare stones that works with any and all of your chakras. So it was just so amazing that I literally had to throw that in there for you guys, because this is something that I think that we all need to have, we all need to work on and just kind of work with. It aligns us with our highest and best and brightest self, just to create that goodness and that confidence that we have, that our higher self has. It instills that with us now so that we can become our highest selves much faster. And just make that connection to know that, like, hey, this person, your highest self, your higher good exists, and you can get there. She was where you were now, and she's made it. So it's definitely, it just clears that pathway so that you can get to your higher self better. So it does work really well for that. If you can use the stone to program it to work with any of your chakras. If this is one of your earlier stones, and let's say you don't have a solar plexus stone, you don't have any yellow stones, you can use this, you can program it with the intention to work as a solar plexus stone. So you can use it in place of citrine or gold stone, so it does work really, really great for that, just to be able to, because it's so powerful. It just kind of has all of those qualities that all of these other crystals have. So it does work really, really great for that too. Alright, you guys, but that is it for today's video. I definitely had so much fun being able to go and look at these crystals online and just kind of feel, kind of what was calling out for me. what I was calling out for. It was a new experience for me. I'd actually never ordered crystals online before, so it was really cool. And you know, if you guys definitely enjoyed this video, let me know down below, because I do not have a problem going and buying more crystals online. But like I said, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I loved hanging out with you, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Bye bye.